like, I don't know, this is big to me. Like, like I feel like a celebrity right now.
You are a celebrity right now. This is the Taj show. We got you on the
I
hot seat.
mean,
And yeah. Where are you at? Are you at Florida right now?
yeah, I'm in South Beach actually. I was literally about to say the hotel that I'm at, but let me not because stalkers are so real.
Right,
But
right,
no,
right.
yeah, I'm in
Especially
South
for
Beach.
cancer women. I feel like cancer women deal with stalkers on a whole nother level. Women
Um,
in
yeah,
general, but like, wow.
and they'll
Damn.
insert themselves in like certain routine parts of life, like will like a start like say I
Damn.
work somewhere, they'll make it part of their like daily routine to start coming there. Or say they know I walk a certain like this one guy, he knew I worked at this smoke shop and he figured out the way that I would walk to work. So he would
Damn.
like he would wait until I got to work and then he would come to my job. It was like he knew I was at work already and he would literally
Wow.
just like pull up like this
The
is
Queen of Cups. Men love to fall in love with the Queen of Cups. I've seen it all the time.
why?
It's
My Mars
pathetic.
and my Venus is in Gemini. You're doing yourself a complete disservice. Like
She's for the streets.
I literally I like my new motto, and don't nobody copy this because I'm coming for your ass if you do.
Word.
Make love, not boyfriends. Period.
Wait, what was that?
Make love, not boyfriends.
Not what friends?
Boyfriends.
Oh, make love, not boyfriends. Okay, word, word, word,
Yeah, it's a
word,
vibe.
word, word. So, and we're gonna extend on that because that sounds not only like the next wave, but just some amazing wisdom. But welcome everybody to episode 141 to and of Peace Talk. Okay, this is your host, the Peace Dealer, and I got Taj Valentine. Taj or Taj? What's the best way? Obviously,
Taj.
Taj.
Taj like Taj Mahal.
Right. I love your name, by the way. I think it's
Thank
super cool.
you.
And yeah, we know you're chill. Is this in Miami, by the way, or is this a different place in Florida? South Beach, Miami.
Miami. Yep, South Beach.
What's Miami
Right on
like?
the Miami's amazing. I actually it's so funny because I've been thinking about this a lot. Or I've been having to tell this story a whole lot recently. Um but I actually started coming to Miami June of last year. Like I literally decided that I was just gonna travel because I was just like uber depressed. I hated everything in my life and I just wanted to do something completely different. So I literally booked a one-way flight. I initially booked it to Atlanta and I did go to Atlanta, but after that I came to Miami and it was like I was home. Like I had never felt like I was home anywhere ever, like not in New Jersey especially.
Wow. Oh yeah, you're from New Jersey. I
Yeah,
remember your area code. I don't know why I forgot that. I saw the
yeah,
609. I was like, oh shit, that's what's up. My old
yeah.
cell
And
phone didn't
I'm
have
from the
that area
capital
code.
too. Like, and people are always like, "Oh, what is that like?" It's literally a wasteland. Like, if you're
Damn.
not downtown, even downtown is like completely abandoned in a wasteland. So it was like, yeah, I came to Florida and it was like, I was home. Everything was so abundant, like palm trees, fruit grows on the trees, like in the streets, like the regular streets, like
Wow.
what? How have I been living life? And I traveled back and forth between Miami, Atlanta, Cali, and New Jersey for 6 months until literally like 2 days before Christmas. And I went back to New Jersey. And once I got there, I literally, it was so funny how I got back because I'm like, okay, I was in like this really crazy situation. And I like was outside of somebody's apartment building that I had just left because like they were literally attacking me like psychically and like it was so crazy, but they were like my friend. Um and I literally
Damn.
like, I had been praying for a day. Like I fasted for 3 days and prayed like every day, like all day, like because I didn't know what to do next. I was like abandoned. I had just got robbed, like everything. And she was just like so unwelcoming. But it was whatever. Long story short, I asked Spirit what to do, and like Spirit was like, just leave, like pack your shit and leave. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, where do I go? Like, so I just couldn't take it more, so I packed my shit up and I left. And I literally screamed to the universe, like, if you find me a way to New Jersey, I will make a plan and I will start all over again. And 2 minutes later, I hadn't talked to my mom in days. 2 minutes later, my mom called me and I'm like, book me a flight. And she's like, okay. Mind you, my mom never even got a flight. She doesn't even know how to book a flight, like whatever, whatever. So I went back to Jersey, literally made out this whole thought out plan, like, and just one day my friend was like, oh, come to Miami. I booked my flight and I came back, and that was 3 months ago.
So you made the plan once you went to Jersey.
Yeah.
Wild. And thank you for you already answered. Well, you led into my next question because I was going to ask you I was going to ask you, have you been to Cali, and or rather, what do you feel about Cali versus Miami or Atlanta, being in all those places? Like, how would you compare them?
The whole experience was as if a spirit literally had took me into the underworld. That's what it felt like. Because nothing was normal anywhere I went, and it seemed like everything I was experiencing, no one else around me was experiencing. But these are all of these like paradise places that people like want to be and love to go, and I'm having all of these like rash, tragic ass experiences. But honestly, Cali, I don't think it's all as cracked up to be. It's like Cali's like exactly what what people imagine a lot of the people in Cali are like. Like Cali's plastic to
Exactly.
me.
And LA
so,
is a literal
on my screen,
dumpster
you were
right
like
now.
just called. No, yeah, and I was in. I was in I was in San Fran. I was staying in San Fran. So it was like everything was boarded up and abandoned, and there was like so many people affected by homelessness. Like it was weird. It was like, this is supposed to be San Fran. Like what the hell is this? Atlanta is full of lower vibrational energy, like full of low
I've never been
vibrational
to
energy to the
Atlanta.
point
I've
where
never been
like
to Atlanta. Wow.
I have to like, I'm going through a period right now of like I asked Spirit to send me back there because I'm like low key terrified of Atlanta. Because within a week, I
Wow.
went there with like money in my pocket, with connections, like relationships and stuff like that. Within a
Is
week,
that
I
where you
left
got robbed?
there broke. Yep, broke, stranded, and robbed,
Wow.
and friendless. I literally had to
Damn.
sleep outside, like in Atlanta.
And that's a country
Actually,
area, right? Like it's more.
I had to sleep in an Uber. Yeah. And the Uber like
Damn.
surprisingly waited there with me like all night, all night, all night.
Wow. That's crazy. Now I know I've never really visited there like that. Holy shit. That's
Yeah,
insane.
no, it's
But
very.
meanwhile, go ahead,
Um,
go ahead.
I feel like I always tell people like when you go there, prepare to make deals with things that you can't see, because whether you acknowledge it or not, you're making these deals, and what you think you're getting out of this is not at all what you're actually opening yourself up to receiving. Because once you make a deal, you have to keep making deals, or you have to find a way to get out. Otherwise, you're stuck. You're stuck.
Meanwhile, Florida is just thriving. Like no masks, no vax, That's
Literally, like nobody gives a fuck about anything here. It's beautiful. Like the hotel, yeah, there's like they have a restaurant and like a bar. Everybody's here every night. Like it's packed every single night.
Even
It's
Vegas,
packed every night. Like
even Vegas right now is not that popping. Like everyone's still like wearing mask. Like you still have the mandates and shit. And I mean, it's still just like casinos. But I've never been to I've been to Orlando, Florida as a kid, but I've never been to Miami. So that's where I'm gonna go when I vacate. Whenever I take a vacation, I'm gonna go to Miami.
You should visit Tampa if you get a chance.
Tampa's lit. Okay,
To
bet.
There's a lot of like wetland area around there, and it's very beautiful. It's a lot of like earth combined with like water energy. I don't know. That's like me, the epitome of me. So like I love areas like that, but it's really nice.
What's up? Shout out to Shay. Shay was hitting them dance moves at
Oh,
the
welcome.
ceremony. So yeah, well, that's amazing. One thing, especially once I realized your son was in cancer, like one thing I appreciate about cancer, especially Cancer Woman, is like y'all life is a full length feature film movie starring y'all. Like
I tell
y'all
people
seriously, like y'all have stories that are just like, holy shit, like who's rolling the camera on this? Like, how is this even what the fuck? Like, holy shit.
I literally
Or
say all the time, like I deserve to have a camera crew following me around 24/7 a day. Like I would hate it, but I deserve it because people deserve to see this craziness. Like
right, like wow. So yeah, that already, was very profound as far as like the universe coming through in 2 minutes, right? But how did you step on this path? How did you become Taj Valentyn?
believe it or not, like I'll say like yeah, like 2 years ago, I believed in absolutely nothing. And like I would blatantly say that to people, like, oh yeah, I don't believe in nothing. Like you can keep that conversation to yourself because I don't believe in anything. Like I don't know, life is just happening, I guess.
Right.
And then I ended up in a situation. It's crazy because I made a vlog about this and I cut it. I mean, it was in one of my readings, but I cut it out the video because Spirit was like, "You're gonna have to say this a lot. This is fucking crazy." Um, I got into a situation where I ended up getting pregnant. But another crazy story. The guy, thanks. The guy I was pregnant by, he like threatened to basically kill me. So I went like to get an abortion, and the day I got an abort, like the day like right before I signed the papers, they told me that I was having twins. So it was like, do you still want to do this, or do you want? And it was just like I really don't have a choice at this point. Like, I guess this is just something that I have to do.
Right.
Um, and so like that was that, and then a month later, my grandma died. A month after that, her sister died, and I was like torn apart. And then a month after that, me and my friends got evicted from our apartment. Like, why did the spirit do this to me? I don't know. We got evicted from our apartment, and I literally had to live like my grandma's house was on the market, and I was living in her house. So it was basically like an abandoned house, and nobody knew I was like living there. But
Wow.
like I had nowhere else to go. So I stayed there for like 3 months until my parents bought a new house, and then I moved in with them. But in that meantime, like I said, I didn't believe in anything. So all this stuff was happening. I hadn't experienced death since I was like 7 years old. So like it was just like a whole bunch of new stuff. But while I was pregnant, crazy enough, a girl on my street saw me arguing with the guy that I was pregnant with, and she came by and she slipped a note under my door. Basically like, oh yeah, I saw what was happening. I didn't want to interfere, but here's my number. Blah 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 blah. This is my name. I live right down the street. If you ever like, want to hang out or need to talk or whatever. So as I'm like opening the door to see if anybody's there, she's walking past my house again. And so I'm like, hey, did you leave this? And she's like, yeah. And we start talking or whatever. So we end up walking to her porch and we're chilling, chatting or whatever. And she's like, oh, do you know anything about tarot? And I'm like, no. She's like, do you want this tarot deck? I'm like, I mean, sure. Like, I don't care. It sounds interesting. Um, why not?
No
So
way. That's all you got gifted a tarot deck. That's
that's the reason
awesome.
why I'm giving mine away. If you don't know about the raffle already, definitely go tune in to learn more. And
That's
I'll email
wild.
Mike info to put it in the description box too. But yeah, I got gifted a tarot deck. And she after the day, I was like, I just would like pull cards and I would like read from the book. And it was like a Chinese tarot deck, so it had like all of the elements and like wood, fire, metal, air, and water, I believe. And then it was like turtle, tiger, something something. It was very complicated, but I would just like read the books or whatever, read the book and like pull cards, and it didn't really mean much to me. But like I tried to put it together, whatever. I didn't take it too serious. But the day of my aunt's funeral, fast forward, the day of my aunt's funeral. Sorry guys, I do that a lot. I like time switch
It's the
a
Gemini
whole
energy. It's
lot.
the
Like I'm
Gemini
one.
energy. Wait, real quick
Um,
question. So, like, what zodiac sign were the twins gonna be?
what was it? It was August. So April, May. Oh wait, no. What am I talking about? April, May, August, May. They were gonna be Taurus, either Taurus or Gemini.
Oh shit!
It
Oh,
was so crazy. Gemini.
that's crazy. That's crazy. You don't have to this. That's crazy. Oh shit!
Literally, it's like
Word.
my Mars and Venus personified. It's
Right,
like they had
right.
to like be birth and then die and then be rebirth. You get
Ain't
what I'm
that
saying?
fun?
Like within me, it's so crazy. Um, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, fast forward to my aunt's funeral. I came home and I was just like emotionally just completely like at zero. After that, because it was just like this is just too much. Like there's a lot going on. I don't know. I'm not even on my last leg. Like my legs are gone. I don't even know how I'm walking anymore. And for what I always collected when my grandma died, I found so much stuff from my childhood in her house that I have forgotten so much about. And one of those things were my collection of crystals. I hadn't realized that I had been collecting crystals all my life, and I just didn't know what they were or what they meant. And like as I got those tarot cards, I started learning more about crystals too, because it was just in the same arena. Um, and so after my aunt's funeral one day, I literally like something in my body made me like just grab all of my crystals and just start laying them out like in a grid almost. And I turned off
Neptune
the
and
light.
Capricorn.
I started lighting candles and everything. Like it was like I was doing literally like a ceremony without like, and my body was just doing it. Like I had no idea what I was
Wow.
doing because I'm like, oh, I'm just about to meditate, and just like just do whatever. So I lay down in my bed and I literally start smoking, and then I hear out of nowhere something was like, put the blunt down. So I'm like, oh shit. So I just put the blunt down. And then literally like I'm officially crazy once I say this live and publicly.
Here we go. Here we go.
My aunt and my grandma came and just embraced me. Like I could feel them, I could see them, I could hear them, everything. And it was like I couldn't do anything but just sit there and cry because fun fact, I was so torn up about my grandma dying that I literally went to Virginia and didn't go to her funeral because I refused. And I was torn up about it because I'm like, oh, once my aunt died, it's like, damn, like I didn't even go to my grandma's funeral. Like, should I go to my aunt's funeral? Should I not go to my aunt's funeral? And it was like it was like the confirmation that I needed. Like I was being forgiven, that I was loved, and that like everything happened exactly how it was supposed
Did
to.
you
And
saw them
then
visually or you felt them?
yes, I felt them, I saw them, I could hear them like speaking to me,
So
like
thank you so much because you literally just confirmed what it means to because mediumship actually is associated and represented through cancer, right? But like you just exactly perfectly explained what it means to have Neptune and Uranus opposite your sun in Cancer while having a Taurus moon that can literally ground that extra dimensional experience. Thank you. That is crack.
it's like
So
my life
yeah,
is just materialized. Fuck.
even down to the put the blunt down because spirits like wow that was probably like wow that was amazing. You think they smell the
And I was
smoke?
like, what the fuck? Why? What am I smoking? Is this weed for real or something? Like,
That's amazing. That definitely the whole body
yeah. And then
moving on
after
the
that,
ceiling to
it was like just it was like history after that. And then a month later, I ended up one of my friends. He wasn't my friend prior to this, but I knew him from college. I mean, not college, high school. Um, and he like hit me up to do an interview with me because he has this brand called Trenton Talks. So where I'm from is Trenton, and he basically does interviews and stuff of like different topics with just like different people from Trenton and the surrounding areas. Shout out to Lou if you're watching this. He actually introduced me to you, like your channel.
Trend
And
Talks.
literally ever since that day, yes,
That's
Trenton
awesome.
Talks. Literally ever since that day, yeah. Shout out to Lou if you're watching this. He probably is. Uh,
That's what's up.
wait, what did it say?
Oh.
Oh, thank you so much. Tell my sister I said I love her. Yeah. Ever since that, like I've literally just been like, I just jumped on this journey, and it's been history since.
I've always
So, oh yeah,
normally.
one thing I
Oh,
definitely
go
want
ahead.
to say.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're
Um,
straight.
for you guys that don't think magic is real, for y'all that are still skeptical, 1 year from like ago, I literally was watching the Peace Dealers videos. Like, oh my god, like I want to work with him. Like, I want to just have a conversation with him. It's literally 1 year later.
Holy shit!
1 year later.
Wow.
That's why I'm always so geeked. Like,
Yep. There we go. There we go. That's what's up. Yep. We all manifesting each other,
so
and
cool.
yeah. It's oh, you might have a twin. This is good. Um,
Hey sis.
yeah. I mean, uh there's like 5 things I wanted to say right now. Let me think of the first one. Well, oh, there we go. There we go. We usually are taught that, at least when I learned tarot, that you're not really supposed to buy your deck. It's supposed to be gifted to you. So I think that's the most
Hmm.
authentic. I mean, you can also buy it. I bought decks too, but like I think that's the coolest shit ever. Like you weren't even looking for a tarot deck. It found you and came to you. That's wild.
Like literally. And she said
Yeah.
she had just got it from New York, like from her house in New York, and just so happened to have it with her. Like she's like, "Oh, I never use it. It's just sitting there." Like,
What year were you born?
yeah, 96. Sun Pluto Sag.
Oh
90
shit,
baby.
96. Okay. That's what's up. Um yeah,
Mhm.
y'all are wild. So you really do have the visuals. That makes so much more sense now. My bad. You actually 96. So yeah, you got Neptune like mastered and Uranus too. That's I'm a little jealous, but that's awesome. That's wild. Y'all got the psychic powers on fleek. For real, for real.
Yeah,
Shout out
I
to the
be seeing shit, and like, it really just be happening.
it really what?
I said I be seeing shit, and it'll be just like a thought that I'll have, but I'll see it visually, and it'll happen, and it'll be like, oh fuck, like oh I know what's about to happen, I know what's about to happen, I know what's about to happen.
So you
Let me
do
just
get
go
visual.
like invisible because I just don't want to be here right now.
You can see the bullshit someone will be on before they even do it, and it's like, you gotta actually live. You
Hmm.
know, um, so as being in this swamp that is the spiritual, I'm sorry, being in this community that you get to share your gifts in. What is it? What experiences do you have as far as like codependence and dudes trying to smash but acting like they want a reading from you? Like, did you have to like deal with
I've
stuff
never
like
had that
that?
experience.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so you really are guided by the
Nope.
angels then.
It honestly, yeah, until like I joined like Mystical Illuminations, like I hadn't really publicly done a tarot reading. Like some people knew I like who were like close to me knew I did readings, but like I was terrified of people like publicly finding out that like I had anything to do with the occult. It's like I don't know, like because people who I were around originally when I was like kind of learning my first deck, like they ridiculed me and Bible banged me, and like I was like for a long time, like I like was so against the Bible too, but like for those who watch my videos know that like I've been reading the Bible lately, and it's really been like just adding on confirmation for me for a lot of stuff. Um, but yeah, I haven't really had to deal with stuff like that. Not in
That's
tarot
awesome.
anyway. I mean, in my regular life, everyday life, like guys don't make any excuse for me to acknowledge them, which is weird as fuck to me. But
I saw your
yeah,
other post
not over here,
recently
not in
too
not in this business
about the okay, right. Well, about
with
the
the
like,
guy.
well, with the brokies that are mad about what you charge and all that.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Like guys will literally like try to talk to me at my DMs and I'll be like, subscribe to the OnlyFans. That's the only way you're getting conversation because I really can't take it. Like I really can't take it. I'm very like I'm so valuable. Why do you feel like I'm about to talk to you for free?
I mean, time is money, though.
For
Time is
free.
money.
Like you don't have food in hand, you don't have weed in hand. You have nothing to offer but these empty words. I don't want to talk to you.
So you're saying since he's gonna waste your time anyway, you might as well be getting paid for it.
I have to benefit. It's like I need a deposit because I don't know if I'm actually going to get anything out of this. And like, even if I do, it'll be later on. But like, you probably got more from me than I got from you. So
From
yes,
experience.
thank you. I need my deposit away. Yes, I need a deposit right away. I
All right,
mean,
no,
that
and
might sound shallow.
no, I mean it's different when you deal with it, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm not gonna hate. Um, if anything, I can say personally, thankfully, I've experienced. Oh, right, Taurus Moon, the exalted soul. I, right, so scientifically, no, but like personally, I can say I've experienced the same thing where like I haven't really had to deal much with that much crazy things, Um, uh-huh. I haven't really had to deal with anything crazy, and I can say I've been blessed, really. In this field, it's like everything's orchestrated and led, and so um, that leads me to my next question, which just came out of nowhere. I'm I don't know how to explain this, but I almost feel like I'm hearing angels be like, "Yo, ask Taj about us. Ask Taj about her connection to the angels." Apparently, I don't know. They're talking mad shit too. Like, yeah, let her ask it.
No, because
Just
my
ask her.
angels are trolls. They are trolls. Like I had to learn that. Like
Straight up,
my God are the trolls. Like when I be saying spirit,
straight
I be talking
up.
about my higher self. My higher self trolls me all day, every
Wow.
fucking day. Like,
What was your
but
rising again?
no angels, huh? My
What was your
rising
rising? Yeah.
Cancer
Oh, you're Cancer rising too. Okay. All right.
and Cancer Mercury. It's
I
just a
noticed.
lot. It's a lot of work.
I noticed Cancer risings with like the Aries 10th house. Y'all have like gangster higher selves. Like they just don't give a fuck. It's just like, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. What's up?
Like I will spirit will show me something and I'll be like, but I don't want to. And I'll literally do everything humanly possible to make it not happen and it'll happen anyway in like the craziest way. And then spirit will be like, So you thought you knew
Mhm.
better?
Mhm.
Talk shit now.
Mhm.
Talk shit
Mhm.
now. So are you gonna do what I told you
Mhm.
to? Because I'm still gonna tell you I told you so after that happens too.
Mhm.
Listen,
Exactly
so
like that.
yes, I'm gonna
Exactly
tell
like
you
that.
all day.
Mhm.
But yeah, the angels. Let's see. Let's see. What can I say about the angels? They big me up, so let me big them up too. Um, the angels are everything. Like I literally call on them all the time, just for like everything I do now. I'm like, ooh, just send me a sign, guide me, send me anything, and I'll literally sit somewhere and like wait, like and not move until I get the message that I asked for, and
Mm.
they'll just like pop it right in my face, and it's like, okay, I got you, spirit, lit, 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 lit. Or like I'll be
Right,
walking
right.
down the street, having whole conversations with like angels or like just shit. Like angel numbers
Them
follow me
walks
around.
be crucial. Them walks be crucial though.
Hmm.
Everything really.
Like I always
You can
think
ask
about
for a
it.
sign and walk into it like, oh, I want to see it. Oh, it's like,
Like
damn, that's crazy.
like spirit was like right now. I want to get an apartment, but I really want to get a lot because it has a lot more to do with my mission, and I'd rather live on the lot than get an apartment. You get what I'm saying? Um, and like literally, I was walking down the street, and I didn't know. Spirit was like, "Go over this bridge," so I walked over the bridge. Um, and I didn't know which way I was going, but I'm like, I know which direction to go in, so I'm gonna just go that way. And as I'm walking past the houses, they're like all of these like giant ass mansions or whatever. Mind you, I'm looking for a lot. And it's right across from where I am, literally right across from the hotel that I'm at. And as I'm walking, like I'm talking to spirit and we're just talking. So then I see 2020 addresses, numbers on addresses are like so big for me. I see 2020, and then I'm like, well, what does that mean? So I'm like, okay, does that mean that I see that like I have good vision? Like, does that mean that I don't know, I can see? And it's like, oh, okay, yes, I can see, I see. Oh, I love you. Like I can see. That's what you're saying. Okay, so I understand. That's what you're saying. I understand. All right. So then it was like 50. I saw another address and it was like 50 to 50, but that's how it was written. 50 to 50. So I'm like 50 50. What the fuck is that? So then I'm like, okay, I go half and you'll match me. Okay, whatever that means. So then I'm still
Yeah.
walking. I'm looking at the houses and I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. This is beautiful. And then Spirit's like, which one do you want? And I'm like, which one do I want? Oh, okay, not yet. It didn't come up yet. So then I see a house and I'm like, I like this one, but I know this isn't the one yet. Like, yes, hey Kobe. This isn't the one yet. That is my sis, y'all. Go follow the neighborhood hope dealer. I'm sorry, I just had to stop my whole story with that. I really love her. I really, really love her. Go subscribe to her channel. Go follow her on Instagram. Everything, everything, everything. But
Yep.
yeah, I'm walking and I literally walk up on a lot, like a lot, and I'm like, this is it. Like I didn't even like consciously say it. Like something in me was just like let out loud, but just like this is it. And then it so happened to be for sale, and it's like the perfect size. The back of it is like it leads straight into the water, and just know that things have been manifesting since then. Where it's just like
Wow.
well, I literally had a whole conversation with myself. Like I'm officially crazy because I'm talking to myself, but like I know I'm not talking to myself because like this is like real, real. Like I'm not putting these addresses here. You get what I'm saying? Like I didn't even know where I was going. Like there's no way I could have made this up like this. Like shit like that just doesn't happen. Like I don't know what these movies are convincing people that happens in real life, but like real life is more sci-fi than what sci-fi is. Like this shit is crazy.
Reality is stranger than fiction. This is a
It's
fact.
wild.
Art imitates life. Life imitates art. Um, Thank you so much for sharing that because I feel like that's such a very important aspect in one spiritual path where like they cross the barrier of talking to themselves. I remember I used to be so nervous to even let people hear that I'm thinking or talking about stuff. Versus now, I could just walk down the street, yak 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 yak, dance with my headphones, and people are looking like, "What the fuck is wrong with
I
it?"
be
Yak yak yak. I'm just talking to
breaking.
everything, and it's just like, yes, I didn't realize until like I'm snapping back to reality, and people are like looking at me like, "Oh shit, I'm in the real world. I forgot." And like, yeah,
I'll
you're
say
just
something, it'll be so loud, and it'll be like, "Oh shit, I didn't know, I didn't even know I said that out loud."
right, right. And like 10 years ago, I'd be terrified to even
Yeah,
like utter anything. So I mean, I
even
really
like be
appreciate.
like whispering under my breath, like.
Right. And then it's like you don't realize after the fact that holy shit, I was talking to fairies. Like, damn, that was a whole conversation I had. I thought I was just talking to myself. Like,
So funny that
whoa.
you say fairies because um yeah. I recently learned that I have fae blood, like pure fae blood in my bloodline. And it's like crazy because now I'm really starting to like
That
I
means you
can
can see them.
differentiate. Yeah, I was about to say now I can differentiate between like literal angels and fairies and the different types of fairies. Like we were talking about this in the Discord, but yeah, the different types of fairies based on like what's happening around me or like what I'm noticing, what I'm hearing. I always hear music when the fairies are around, or I'll start singing out loud. Like when I'm on walks, they walk with me all the time. Um, but fun fact, don't play with the Fae because
They're
their world is,
gangsters.
yeah, their world is a lot different than ours. Things that we hold significant, even like thank you and shit like that, is actually offensive because it's like that's something that's natural. Why are you thanking me? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like, yeah, to anybody watching this thinking about feeling called to fairies, please learn about them before you get involved because it's literally sometimes it's like making deals with the devil. I mean, to put
Mhm,
it the
mhm,
easiest way, like,
mhm, mhm,
and
mhm.
once you're in a fairy deal, it's for life.
They'll
There
fuck
is
you
no
up.
getting out of it.
They'll fuck you up.
There's literally no getting out
They'll
of
fuck
it.
you up.
I don't care what you do, like you're gonna have to die. I mean, it's
They'll
I
fuck
hate
you
to
up.
say it like that, but like until
And they're
you
cool
hide it.
though. They're not evil or anything, but they'll fuck you up. Like don't. No, you
But
can't
there
just
are
leave it.
like I've seen some dement. We were talking about this in the Discord. I've seen some dementor looking shit before, and it was like
Wow.
I'm just gonna act like I didn't see that because I didn't see it. This is not Harry Potter. This scar is on my forehead, but I'm not Harry Potter.
Right. No, that's crazy. Thank you so much once again for sharing that. And this is why I'm enamored with the new generation. Like I really do believe and feel y'all are our future. Especially with the Saturn and Aries, like y'all are literally gonna burn up all this old shit and bring in these new concepts. Like a lot of people don't realize that anyone born in the 90s and late 80s, but mainly like 90 95 and beyond, have real life psychic powers. Like the phenomena of really seeing your relatives who passed. It's not that people in the older generation can't do it. It's just at the collective level of how much more thousands of people are accessing these abilities at the highest level. So like I appreciate you so much, like being in a position to share these gifts and like put that awareness out there, because I truly believe so many people are in the closet with their gifts. It's not about awakening people. It's about having them acknowledge the gifts they already have and not feeling like they're crazy. Because I mean,
Yeah, or
I
not
don't,
letting people make you feel crazy either, like because they can't accept their gifts.
and they're trying to kill us out here. They're trying to kill us out here. So, I'm well into the belief, or as some say, conspiracy theory, that there are COINTEL like groups that look for people with advanced gifts and pick them off or oppress them or coerce them. So it's even more importance to band together as a clique. But outside of that, I just really also appreciate sharing this universal sense of co-creation with the universe, like having those experiences and signs that help you trust in the universe more. That's something I've been really learning to embrace, just like tapping into that inner power and just trusting, which is awesome. Because you really don't even need to know what to do. You can just like move forward and
I never know what
right.
to do. I literally
It's
never know what
amazing.
ever, ever,
Right.
ever. Like, and it's like something will say something to me, and I'll be like, "What the fuck? Why do you want me to do that? That sounds crazy as hell. Why would I do that?" And then the longer I wait, it's like, well, it's not looking like you have too much of a choice. Like that's what I be talking about when I be getting trolled. Like it'd be bad. It'd be so bad. But I realize that this is kind of my life, and this is the purpose, and that's why I make it a point to record like just about everything because I feel like a lot of people, if they aren't already, they're gonna experience it at some point, and you're gonna feel like you're going crazy because I've definitely felt that. So I want you to know that you're not crazy. That this is more normal than what they tell you is normal.
Oh yeah, very Matrix agents and all that, but even more so, you know, I mean,
Can you
my
hear
bad.
that?
Yeah. I
I feel
noticed
like
that
it
was
has
some,
significance. That
yeah,
always
like
happens to me.
interference. They started getting louder when we started talking too, but like other than that, right. So I love stuff like that. I love stuff like that. It's very real experience and open.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
But yeah, like
I'm not
Taj
looking at
Valintyn.
YouTube, so I don't see the comments at all. I'm gonna rewatch this because I always rewatch my videos. How do you find out if you have favorite? Like, you kind of have to just connect.
Right,
Um,
like it's something you know or no.
yeah, like it's not somewhere you can go like Google search it or no shit like that. It's kind of like if you know, you know. If um, you can kind of look through your family history and like just learn a little bit more, and the information will literally just come to you. But I don't know.
Or
If
you
you,
can
it's
just
like
ask
yeah,
because
or
the
I was gonna say, or
information does come to you. The information really does come, and that's one thing I've been learning to embrace too, where like I've been so skeptical to just trust in the universe, and like you can get real like you can ask for something that someone else delivers the answer to where it's like undeniable, or
like answers, blatant, clear, like in your face answers.
right, where spirit is just trolling. And yeah, I look forward to how we really pioneer and expand more this experience. I think we're all going through ridiculous upgrades right now. And outside of that, let's play the three questions game.
Oh, I
So,
was waiting for this.
right, we'll take turns asking each other questions. And yeah, you can go first.
If you, I literally prepared these questions like a month ago. But it's about remembering. If you could be a Cancer woman, like if you had my placements per se for one day, what would you do?
Holy shit. Um, I was gonna okay, never mind. I was gonna joke around and be like I would cry because it would feel amazing, but
But it would. It's a lifetime experience.
that's a really good question. I have to actually like put myself in the shoes right now to feel that. Um, my first intuition, if I was a Cancer woman, I'd know my intuition would be just super on fleek. So I would probably just meditate, find my inner sanctum, activate my high priestess power, and just completely unveil the secrets of my soul. See, I want to do that, but I'm a Gemini. So 5 minutes or 5 seconds into it, I distract myself with another
You're like,
thought.
I'm
But
weird. This is weird. This is weird.
Oh shit, I need to watch this anime. So I feel like I would have the attention span as a Cancer woman at that to actually do that. I feel like Cancer women are 10 times more psychic than Cancer men, and Cancer men are like super psychic. So that's not to say Cancer men aren't psychic, but the Cancer women, oh my god, like it
They suppress
just
it a whole lot for the sake of like feeling manly. I feel, because they're very much. I don't know. Cancer men are like Taurus men to me. So I feel like in order for them to like really keep that like almost
society
like
forces them to
it's
kind
like
of
yeah, I was
suppress
gonna say
it.
like that Saturnian, like to uphold that Saturnian standard, like they have to
Right.
be like sad, but like sad girls club sad. Like you don't know I'm sad because I'm really just like I'm not saying it.
And they're a lot more intelligent than emotional too. Um, but
Mhm.
yeah, I would say that I would just unlock, and that's not really practical, but I know y'all have this like psychic mode. So I would just do that and get all the receipts real quick and move forward from
Like
there. I
net,
would
it's
just
like pure nen.
pure Nen. Did you say Nen?
I did Hunter
Oh,
x Hunter nen.
oh shit. That's what's up. Yeah, that's exactly like I would just activate
Yeah.
that Hatu and just like read away and psychic mode 24/7. That's facts. So my question for you is if you had a boyfriend, well you make love, you don't make boyfriends. So if you had a partner, right? Or if you're with someone, see, you're probably not okay. I was basically wanting to ask, I want to
Well, I'm
flip this.
polyamorous, so I mean, it kind of is.
Well, okay. See, yeah, never mind. This question is not gonna work on you. But I wanted to ask basically if you had a partner who had a OnlyFans, how would you feel about that?
I mean, I don't care. I have it only.
I know that's what I'm
Let's
saying. Like,
collab. More money for
I,
us.
right. I'm gonna save that question for someone else. Then I wanted to be like, what? But then you said you're poly,
For
so
those who
yeah.
want to
If anything,
subscribe, the link is in my bio.
oh, that's
50%
hilarious.
of all proceeds goes to eradicating homelessness.
There we go. Well, okay. My question for you then is, um, what does it mean to be? Because what does it mean to be poly to you? Because a lot of people hear that and they assume like, oh, that means she's open and she likes, or he or she likes, is like wild or likes this. But I feel like it's a little bit more personal for each person.
um I'm like low key asexual. So like poly for me is more of just like being able to intimately connect. And a lot of times without sex, people don't realize this about me, even though I'm very seductive, I'm very sexual. I don't have sex. Like
Could you
but
confirm if this is true for me?
uh
Like, I've always felt that Mars and Gemini people, like, sex isn't a big deal to y'all. It's like you can have it like a conversation. It's not like something like other
I
signs would be like, oh, I need this intensely.
I
Sex,
literally told somebody that one day, like, sex is literally a conversation. Like, you learn so much about a person, like, by
there we
having sex with
go.
them.
There we go.
Like, I
Right.
don't know, like, no one can call me, like, this is so funny. Like, my best friend can only, like, I only consider us best friends because we've had sex. Like my bestest
Right.
friend in the world. Like, connected intimately on that level, and not because we wanted to
Right.
be in a relationship, but because we just connected on that level. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Right.
it's
Right.
like
Right.
there's a bond that's literally like it's like it's literally like an unbreakable bond. Like it's crazy. And so like I don't know. It's
That's
like
why I
have
feel
sex with
weird
your
when people
friends.
say like sex. I always feel weird when people say sex ruins the friendship, and it's like, no, it's not. You're not someone's real friend if you can't have sex with them, though.
Your insecurities ruin the friendship.
Right, straight. There you go. There you go. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Thank you for confirming that. So yeah, let's go on to the next round.
Okay, my next question. Okay, on the idea of limitless. If you knew you could do something, like what's a power that you would invent? Like something that doesn't already exist. A superpower though. You can mesh other powers, but it can't be like too similar to any individual power that already exists.
Damn, I love that question. Okay, I was gonna say a power that exists, but was gonna say it in a way that sounds like it didn't exist. So I'm not gonna try and do that. Huh. Okay. I don't want to say anything too abstract. So, well,
What's up important and everything. Like it doesn't even have
I'm focusing on creating a technique. It's not. It's actually a. It, okay, so you convert your life force. You manifest your life force energy to run off your soul, right? And it manifests an enlightened state of consciousness that unlocks your brain to open up to like 100% per se, or its total processing capacity. So like your body can move on its own and do the best thing it can do. It's like you're limitless, right? But you said a power
like
that,
it's like AI almost.
right, like I took NZT, but you did say something that no one else made, right? So, or no one else has. So, um, I would say soul power, the ability to manipulate and alter and control 100% of soul, kind of like having the soul stone,
Mm,
right? To
that's interesting.
like I can read like I could read anybody's soul. Like I know anyone's deepest secrets, not because I'm
Yes.
trying to figure
Like
out, but like I just like I see who you really are. I can like feel who you really
you
are.
know what that's reminding me of? That's giving me where are you doing? Yeah. That's giving me like okay, I love Harry Potter, so I reference Harry Potter a lot. In the
Right.
Order of the Phoenix, when they were in the damn, where were they? I can't remember, but where all of the oracles were, like where the balls were that would tell your whole life, like the prophecy of your life. Like that's what that just reminded me of. Because there's like a whole library where you can just go in and snatch up anybody. So you get what I'm saying? Like they're ball and learn like everything about them, like before it even happens to them. That's cool as fuck, actually.
Thank you. That's an amazing question. So my question for you is, if you had all the power in the world, well, you do, but like if you necessarily unlocked, right? And you could do anything in the world right now, and you had all the world's resources right now, and you there's nothing that you would be limiting you. What three things would you do?
Oh, three? I'll get three? Okay. I would one I would one set up what I wrote this down, hold up. I literally so I was watching what is it? Seaspiracy today and it literally like Spirit just like jump ship me right back to my initial mission. But I'm about to answer the question. Because it has a lot to do with that. I would set up where did I put it? Oh, I would set up no take zones in the ocean so that like basically like certain parts of the ocean are like 100% protected, like to the point where like you can't fish there, you can't do anything. Like the only thing that can happen there is like the marine life that naturally lives there can like cultivate and rewild and stuff like that. That's one thing. um I would make it I would make grass hemp because hemp it's actually like a material that people don't realize you can literally make anything out of. So like you can make cement bricks out of it and they're water and fireproof. You can smoke it. You it's fire. I don't want to say it's fire retardant, but like if there's like hemp around a wildfire, like the wildfire isn't going to spread as far as you think it would. And also it soaks up a lot of the CO2, more than like regular like land, like forests and stuff do. So that I would
Wow.
like I would replace all grass with hemp. And three, I would get rid of clothes,
What are clothes for anyway?
like
But
completely
just
erase.
that's what I mean. To me, clothes are just really for like putting something on and then taking it off. Like I don't really see them outside of that, obviously, right? But uh, yeah, I mean that's really interesting
It's like
because
you
it
ever seen the meme where like the lady has like
has like what?
and she takes off like her demon suit, like at the end of the day.
Yeah,
She's like a demon
yeah.
and she takes off like her demon suit at the end of the day. Like, that's what it's like.
Right. I mean, there are nudist colonies too. So, like, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if 30 years from now, your generation inspires like nudity. Because I can see a whole civilization like openly being nude, and there'd probably be less, there would probably be less obesity because I think that would be a subtle sense of pressure for everyone to not look their best, but at least be fit. It'd be like some kind of psychological effect. You don't feel like you're hiding
Yeah,
anything in
no.
clothes.
Because even like now, how people like, oh, I'm getting my summer body right. I'm getting my summer body right. Like, if you know you had to be naked, you're like, I'm not eating that. I gave that up. I gave up meat and I gave up dairy and all that other stuff because I want to go outside every day this year.
Ah, yo, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, I be seeing. Never mind. I was gonna. A lot of people with great bodies are like, yeah, I gave up soda and I gave up like sugar, and then all of a sudden, they just sound like. It's like once they say sugar and soda, I'm like, okay, well, you can keep your nice body. I'm gonna keep my soda. No, I'm joking.
Because
I drink a lot of water.
with some people, I have to be completely grossed out of something or like completely disgusted with something for me to not like, to stop doing it or to know that my health is like a real concern for me to like stop doing it. Otherwise, I'm like, yeah, fuck y'all. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna do it. This is my life.
I'm supposed to be on a diet. My bad. I live dangerously close to the edge. Oh, you mean like that honey bun? Okay, so yeah, we are on the third round, or I think. Do I ask you? No, I just asked a question. Yeah, so we are on the
Yeah,
last round.
it's. Oh, you just asked me, right? Okay, yeah. Um. Oh, if you can make a strain of weed, what would you call it?
You know what's crazy? I've seen some very interesting strains. So I was gonna say it's probably been made already, but I would call it uh Dunamis demiurgos, or I would have a strain called angel weed. Just call it angel weed. or or angel hairs. Yeah. Or I'll
I'm
have a
cracking
strand
up.
called Demiurge, the Demiurge, and that shit'll be some dank shit. Some like condensed like wax and
Big
or moon
fire.
rock stuff. Right.
Resin. That'll have to be like resin or something like that, like live resin.
Right.
Like,
The
yeah, I'm gonna
Demi.
die if I smoke this.
Ooh. Not bad. I'm thinking of a fire
Yeah,
question right
take
now.
your
It
time.
just
Take your
came to me.
time.
Right. Oh, it's your turn by the way though. Oh wait, you just
No,
asked me
just
that. You just
ask
asked
me.
me that. Yeah. Okay. So it's my turn.
It's
Let's
okay,
see.
Gemini brain. I understand.
Right.
Gemini brain.
Oh. Okay, this is a dumb question, but it sounds kind of smart. Archangel Kush. Oh
I
man,
love that.
that shit sound fire as
I
hell.
love
Okay,
that.
right. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. Um. Ooh. Okay. 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 This is probably one of the worst loaded questions I've ever asked. But, um. Ooh. Okay. 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 Yeah. 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 Okay. It's no longer a loaded question. Okay. So, would you, if you had to make a decision, right, to kill or end the life of an evil person, right? You can either kill that evil person. If you kill that evil person, all the evil in the world at the time will be gone. However, it'll be replaced with an even bigger evil that will be even worse, and there will be even more casualties, right? And so like you can just end that too, but then it'll be replaced with something even bigger. Or you can sacrifice your own life and there'll be no more evil ever. Or a third solution,
I
or open-ended
oh,
solution.
well,
So you could do.
I was literally, I already had like as you were.
Oh, okay,
Go ahead,
okay.
finish.
No, that's it. That's it. I was either gonna do either that, or but
Okay.
then you it can also have an open ended solution.
Okay. I'm cracking up.
Yo,
I would I would honestly ironically I think about this a lot because a long time ago, like Spirit always sends me messages of martyrs. It makes me learn about martyrs. So I know that I like my purpose is to do something that I'm probably going to die for, and I'm fine with that. And it's going to have to do with me speaking my truth about something that the world or things in the world don't want to be revealed. But I'm willing to make that sacrifice because my legacy means more than my life. Um, and so I would essentially like I would rather, and this is something I learned too, like or I've been saying to myself, or like really reassuring with myself. God can't always intervene because she must keep her promises. And so if I intervened in killing off the evil in the world, so many people in the world would not realize their purpose. So many people in the world would not um, transcend the experiences that they're meant to transcend in order to do what they're meant to do. There would just be so much incomplete in the world, and it would just be so much like imbalance. Like we need, I hate to say it, but we need evil. Like we need evil to be able to see that mirror, to recognize and understand our higher selves. So rather us I'd rather suffer to gain wisdom than to create a new cycle where people are comforted in ignorance.
that's real. Boom. And I think about that too. Like I think about our parents and their parents, and like they've gone through war. They've no veterans. You know what I mean? Like they've gone through tough times versus our generation that has been in the age of peace, and we just kind of see we can live stream wars happening in Yemen and tweet about it, and like the energy is so different. Like we have a lot of potential, but you know a lot of us unless you yourself individually have gone through some stuff, right? But like it's really easy to see the difference how you know tough times could make us so much stronger, but this peace has kind of pacified everybody. And it really makes me think. It really makes me wonder. So I respect that so much. That's some real shit. That's the realest shit. And thank you so much again for joining us. Um, I do have your links below. I have the link to your YouTube. I have the link to the to book you on Clearsight Consulting. What services do you offer, and how can people contact you?
So funny thing is today I'm revealing something, another surprise. So I'm actually so the service that I offer right now, and it's I'm telling you this right now. So if you're catching this live, congratulations. It's only going to be available for the next 2 weeks. Like when the full well yeah when the full moon comes, I'm no longer doing Venusian love readings. Um, and I'm changing them to something completely different. You'll have to stay tuned to learn about that. Right for right
Word.
now. Um, I I specialize in Venusian love readings. So basically, my name isn't the Venusian love goddess for no reason. I'm not Taj Valentine for no reason. If you like haven't noticed already, I have hearts all over my body, like literally tatted all over my body. So basically, I do
Word.
everything with love. And a Venusian love reading is basically understanding your chart, but from like a mirrored standpoint. Not looking at it from like a lack or what you need to fix, but more so what you should love or what you can appreciate about yourself. But learning your love language through not just your planet placements, but more so the transits that occur between those planets, as well as understanding how you can heal yourself as well as how you heal others. So basically, like your external superpower and your internal superpower. And then specific chakras based on other like contingencies that would be really that are really important for you to work on, along with like advice and stuff from me and spirit on how to move forward. So if I throw something in your reading that you weren't expecting, like a little message at the bottom, um yeah, it's part of the reading. So yeah, you
And
can book that down below until the full moon. And yeah.
is there any final words of encouragement for anyone who might be walking this spiritual path or just walking, just awakening?
It's never over. It's never over. It's never over. Remember that. It's never over. Like
That,
it's never over. Like until you take your last breath, it's never over. And even then, it's not over because this is just a playground for the next reality. So if what you're going through feels like hell, God is taking you through hell so that when you get to heaven, the people who are in hell that are looking to heaven, like looking at you to heaven, they're going to be able to not just understand and see, but they're going to be able to feel that what you're saying is real. They're going to be able to feel that this experience that you've experienced it because whether they acknowledge it or not, they've seen you come from the same depths of hell that they've been in, and they've seen you rise to the skies. So remember that you're always inspiring somebody, no matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter. I don't care. It's not about what they think. It's about what they feel. And if they feel you, that's all that matters. Ashe.
amen. There we there we go. All right. Well, thank you once again. You've inspired me once again to just hit up Miami for sure and just forward. I've always wanted to check that out. And yeah, y'all stay blessed as always. I really do. You're definitely gonna love the live chat when you see that. And outside of that, yeah. Until next time, one and all, peace out.